It's Saturday, July 11th, 2026. You're listening to the DX Today AI Daily Brief. Today, SK Hynix makes the largest American depository receipt debut in history on the Nasdaq. First-day benchmarks deliver a split verdict on Grok 4.5. And Alibaba pulls its human-like AI agents offline as China's new companion rules take hold. Let's get into it.
The first full day of independent benchmarking for Grok 4.5 delivered a split verdict on Friday. Artificial analysis ranked the new model fourth on its intelligence index, behind Claude Fable 5, GPT 5.5, and Claude Opus 4.8. But the same evaluation gave Grok 4.5 the best agentic tool use score of any model on the board, making it a top choice for workflows built around sequential tool calls. Snorkel AI's independent evaluation of roughly 2,000 real professional work tasks put Grok at a 29% mean pass rate, ahead of both GPT 5.5 and Claude Opus 4.8. Evaluators also flagged a sharply higher hallucination rate than the prior version, a real constraint for accuracy-sensitive work.
From benchmarks to first reviews.
First-day developer reviews of OpenAI's new GPT 5.6 family surfaced a surprising winner. The budget model, Luna, scored 84.3% on Terminal Bench 2.1, beating the mid-tier Terra model on the same benchmark. At $1 per million input tokens and $6 per million output tokens, developers are calling Luna the economically rational default for high-volume coding work. The flagship Sol model still delivered the strongest results on hard, multi-step agentic coding sessions, involving complex repository navigation and long-horizon dependency management. The takeaway from day one is that within a single model family, the cheapest option is not always the weakest for a given task, and routing by workload now matters as much as choosing a vendor.
Now to Wall Street.
South Korean chipmaker SK Hynix made history on Friday, beginning trading on the Nasdaq in the largest American Depositary Receipt offering ever, raising approximately $26.5 billion. The debut is also the largest United States listing by a company based outside the country, surpassing Alibaba's 2014 offering. SK Hynix is the world's dominant maker of high-bandwidth memory chips, the components essential to Nvidia's AI accelerators. Shares opened roughly 14% above the offer price on the first day of trading. The listing gives American investors direct access to the AI memory boom, and proceeds will fund construction of new chip fabrication plants in South Korea, including the Yongin cluster, to meet surging demand from AI infrastructure buildouts.
Staying with chips.
Nvidia shares rose about 2% on Friday as investors shrugged off news that Meta is moving ahead with its own in-house AI chip. According to an internal memo reviewed by Reuters, Meta will begin manufacturing the processor, codenamed Iris, in September, with Broadcom serving as design partner and Taiwan Semiconductor handling fabrication. The chip cleared its bug testing phase in roughly 6 weeks, and it is one of 4 planned generations meant to strengthen the AI systems behind Facebook and Instagram, as Meta pushes toward 14 gigawatts of computing capacity next year. The market's read was clear. Iris complements, rather than replaces, the enormous volume of graphics processors Meta continues to buy from Nvidia, so Friday's session ended with the chip giant comfortably higher.
More on memory markets.
Wall Street got a fresh warning about memory prices on Friday. Analysts at Jefferies said DRAM memory prices could surge 40 to 50% in the third quarter of 2026. With a further 30 to 40% rise possible in the fourth quarter, driven by persistent shortages and relentless AI demand. The firm sees no meaningful price relief until 2028. The forecast lands as high-bandwidth memory production continues to crowd out conventional DRAM capacity, squeezing supplies for phones, personal computers, and servers alike. For AI infrastructure builders, the note is another reminder that compute is not the only bottleneck. For consumers, it suggests devices with lots of memory are about to get more expensive, and stay that way for a while.
Now to China.
China's new rules for human-like AI companions are already reshaping products. Alibaba's Qwen took its human-like and user-created agents offline on Friday, ahead of the country's interim measures for AI anthropomorphic interactive services, which take effect July 15th. ByteDance's Dubao is scheduled to shut down its agent function the same day the rules land. The measures target bots that offer sustained emotional interaction while permitting work-oriented agents to continue operating. Shanghai's internet regulator said it has already removed more than 14,000 non-compliant AI agents ahead of the deadline. Both companies cited product adjustments in their notices, but the timing makes the regulatory driver clear. It is one of the most aggressive interventions yet by any government into consumer AI companionship.
Turning to AI safety.
A sobering report from the University of Cambridge published Friday documents how the terrorist group Boko Haram has been using frontier AI systems. The study, from the Cambridge Program on AI Science and Policy, found militants used widely available chatbots to help plan attacks and support weapons development, according to reporting in the New York Times. The findings sharpen a debate that has run through the industry all year. Safeguards built into consumer AI products face determined adversaries who work to root around them. The report is likely to feed directly into ongoing policy discussions in Washington and Brussels about how frontier model providers monitor misuse and what obligations they carry when their tools surface in conflict zones.
Now some hopeful medicine.
In healthcare news, Israeli clinicians and technology leaders gathered at a Calcalist conference described AI systems that now detect life-threatening brain bleeds on CT scans in seconds, flagging cases before physicians have even opened the images. A vice president at medical imaging company, IDOC, said the system spots hemorrhages and pushes urgent cases to the top of the radiologist's queue, buying precious minutes when minutes matter most. Speakers also pointed to AI enabling personalized cancer care and giving ALS patients new ways to communicate. The event, reported Friday, underscored how quickly AI has moved from research demonstrations into daily clinical workflows, particularly in emergency medicine, where the technology's ability to triage in real time is proving to be its most immediately valuable application.
Next, consumer tech.
Smart glasses got a new brain on Friday. Innovative Eyewear announced a Claude AI integration across its entire Lucid Smart Eyewear lineup, available free to all customers through the Lucid app. Wearers can now choose between Claude and ChatGPT and even switch models mid-conversation without losing context, a first for consumer eyewear. The integration includes image and document analysis, AI image generation, an incognito mode, and web sources with citations. A hands-free version that lets users query Claude while their phone stays locked is planned for late in the third quarter, supported by the company's pending patent on multi-AI access glasses. It is a small company making a notable bet that the smart glasses race will be won on software choice, not just hardware.
From glasses to robots.
Robbyant, the embodied AI company within Ant Group, released LingBot VA 2.0 on Friday, a model that takes world modeling from video generation into real-time robot control. The system is built to predict how physical actions will change an environment, then continuously decide what a robot should do next, effectively running an internal simulator of consequences. It is distinct from the company's LingBot World model released earlier in the week, which focuses on video generation. The release positions Ant Group squarely in the physical AI race, where Chinese firms are pushing aggressively. As one industry briefing put it Friday, a model that controls a robot in real time exposes reliability and judgment in ways that no static benchmark can.
Now defense infrastructure.
In defense technology, BiomX announced Friday that its subsidiary Zorronet has completed the transition of its core operations to a new advanced data center. The move is designed to improve response times, cost efficiency, and capacity for handling complex security events in real time. Zorronet provides AI-powered command and control solutions for defense, Homeland Security, and critical infrastructure customers. And the company recently began installing its AI systems under an agreement with Israel Railways. The upgraded infrastructure is meant to strengthen the platform's performance and scalability as demand grows for real-time AI monitoring of sensitive facilities. It is a reminder that the AI infrastructure story extends well beyond the hyperscalers, down to specialized operators securing railways, borders, and power grids.
And finally, football.
The World Cup has become a live AI benchmark. China Mobile's Migu and Lenovo have turned tournament predictions into a public human versus AI competition, with 12 Chinese AI models, including Jutian, DeepSeek, Qwen, and Kimi, forecasting match outcomes on a live leaderboard scored after every game. China Mobile's Jutian model currently leads the field with roughly 69% prediction accuracy as the tournament unfolds. A companion studio show called Human vs. AI, Who Predicts It Better, puts the forecasts in front of tens of millions of sports fans. Researchers note the format converts abstract claims about reasoning into predictions anyone can check, making this summer's World Cup one of the most public stress tests yet for competing AI systems.
That's your briefing for Saturday, July 11th, 2026. For DX Today, stay curious.